First down 10, 15-yard line, I backfield.
I'll never forget, I told my mom, that's what I want to do. I want to play football on television.
Johnson.
Leroy Kennard loved playing college football.
5-yard line, touchdown. Over the middle, complete to Kennard. He's at the 35. He could go all the way.
But it was a dream that almost didn't happen.
The 30-yard line.
Growing up in Central Florida in the 1970s and 80s, Leroy played everything. Football, baseball, soccer, you name it, he played it.
I didn't care about English class. I didn't care about math class. I didn't care about that. I cared about sports. In my mind, that's all that there was.
And when the time came to leave high school and play in college, the choice for this Florida kid was easy.
I was going to Miami or I was going to Florida. There really wasn't anything else.
But those dreams didn't come to fruition. Neither the University of Miami nor the University of Florida wanted Leroy. That's when he stepped away from football and enrolled at Bob Jones University to focus on his studies. A year later, Liberty called.
The coaches called me and asked me to send them some film. They got back with me about 2 weeks later and said, dude, you got a full ride. I was like, okay, I'm out.
Blitz coming, the give to Kennard. Penalty marker down, 5. Touchdown.
I went up there and I loved it. You know, growing up as an African American, faith is big in our community, and it was in our household. And I always believed in God my entire life. I couldn't think of a better environment for me to play and to, you know, express my faith. I thought it was perfect for me.
See the interior lineman.
Then head coach Sam Ratigliano designed the perfect system for a player like Leroy.
And Kennard showed that speed.
But it was the off-the-field mentoring he received that he treasures most.
Coach Sam, you know, kind of took me under his wing, and that was very influential, you know, for me. Both my parents were older. So my father died when I was 16. And my mother, we didn't expect her to pass, but she had a massive heart attack, you know, when I was 19 years old. And so now you're in a world by yourself. Just think about, you know, the simple things like, where do you go for Christmas? You know, when you don't have a home. And so having to deal with that right away was extremely difficult emotionally. And having someone to talk to that I thought was very wise and someone that I can run things by, it was a godsend.
Leroy graduated and took what he learned from Coach Sam to the NFL. The New York Jets offered Leroy a free agent contract, but thanks in part to an injury, his time in the pros would be short-lived.
The thing that shocked me is how fast those people were. So those old moves that worked in high school and worked at college, that ain't no chance.
When Leroy's playing days were over, he took a job as a pharmaceutical rep, but his heart just wasn't in it.
Now I'm helping people with diabetes and heart attack and stuff like that, but it wasn't who I was. I started praying, and literally about 2 weeks later, someone told me about this job. And so I come down and interview for the job, and I get hired. And I said, you know what, I'll do this for a little bit, and I'll go back into pharmaceuticals.
Leroy Kennard is now back in Central Florida as the head football coach at the First Academy in Orlando. But for Leroy, it's not just about coaching, it's more about a calling.
But I look at what God has put in my heart, and I see it as a purpose. I am trying to help kids become better husbands, better fathers, and godly husbands, godly fathers. I get an opportunity to do what Coach Sam did for me. Some people are pastors and they can do it in the pulpit. Some people in the missionary field and they can reach, people that way. But this is my pulpit. This is my missionary field.